Hey everyone, my name is Nick. Thanks for tuning in. For today's class, we're going to be working with hopefully alleviating some lower back pain. So if you have a prop, like a block, grab onto it. If you don't have a block, then a good idea might be a towel. You could fold up like a bath towel in half and then roll it up so you get a similar shape. If you like this practice, please rate, subscribe, like. Let me know if you'd like more classes like this, or even let me know what kind of classes that you would like down in the comments. So when you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. Just come to lie down on your back. Take your feet wide, about the distance of the mat apart, and let your knees knock together. If this is uncomfortable for you, you're more than welcome to keep your knees in line with your hips. Maybe the knees knock together, maybe they don't. And of course, feel free to do something else if that works better. Take your left hand onto your heart, right hand onto your belly. Close your eyes, and start to just tune into the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice the air as it comes in, and as it passes back out. Notice where you feel your breath. Maybe it's more in your left hand by the chest. See if you can get it to move down into the belly a little bit more. So as you inhale, it's not only chest rising, but belly rising as well. And then as you exhale, belly falling and chest falling to empty. Do that a few times. Inhale deeply. And exhale slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. One more like that. Inhale deeply. And exhale slowly. And as we move through our practice today, work to keep this nice, even, calm rate of breath with you through everything we do. Take your arms wide, maybe to a cactus if you're short on space, or out to a T. Keep your feet wide and start to move your knees from side to side. Take a little windshield wiper. Don't worry about how close the knees get to the floor. Just feel them moving towards the floor in each direction. So as you go to the right, the outside of the right knee and the inner left knee come down. And as you go to the left, the outer left knee and inner right knee go down. And once you feel even, your back through center, draw your legs into your chest. Grab onto the backs of the thighs. Take a moment there to just kind of circle your legs around. It's okay if the lower back lifts up off the floor as the knees come in. Don't worry about that right now. In whatever direction you're going, just reverse it. And pause in the middle. Set your left foot down onto the floor so it's in line with your hip. Take both hands around the back of the right knee. And then just circle the right knee around a few times. Keep the breath even and smooth. And then reverse the direction. Then pause in the middle. Push your leg into your hands a little bit, but use your hands to resist your leg. So it feels like you want your leg to go forward, but your hands are stopping it from doing so. Flex your right foot, push your right hip down into the floor. Take a big inhale here. And then as you exhale, straighten the right leg the best that you can. And of course, straight is relative. Rebend the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the right leg the best you can. Bend the knee, inhale. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. And straighten the leg. Bend the knee. We'll do 5 more like that. If you'd like to make it more intense, you can straighten the left leg forward, but know that that's not required. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Rebend the knee as you inhale. Straighten the leg as you exhale. Bend the knee, inhale. Straighten the leg, exhale. Bend the knee. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Straighten the leg. Now bend the knee, open the arms up to a T. Take an inhale here, let your right knee move out towards the right elbow. And then as you exhale, right knee will move towards the left elbow. Don't worry about how close it gets. Inhale, right knee towards right elbow. Exhale, right knee towards left elbow. One more like that. Inhale over to the right. Exhale over to the left, and then this time hold there. Stretch your right hand out away from you, or if you want to create a little bit of traction through your right side, take the right hands into the right hip crease and push it away from you. You feel this extension through the right outer hip. 3 deep breaths. Use an in-breath to come back through center. And then bring your left leg in to meet your right leg. Pull your knees into your chest as you do press your hips down into the floor. Notice that there's probably a little bit of different sensation in each hip. Let's take care of that now. Set your right foot down flat onto the floor. Interlace the fingers behind your left thigh wherever is comfortable. Circle out a few times. Keep breathing. And then reverse the direction. Find a good center point, flex your left foot, push your left hip down. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, straighten your left leg to the best of your ability. Rebend the left knee as you inhale. Straighten the leg and keep the left hip rooting down. Bend the knee as you inhale. Straighten the leg, exhale. Bend the knee, inhale. Straighten the leg, exhale. One more time, inhale, bend the knee. Straighten the leg. Then bend the knee, and if you'd like to extend the right leg forward, go ahead. Otherwise, 5 more with the knee bent. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Bend the knee as you inhale. Straighten the leg on exhale. Bend the knee, inhale. Straighten the leg. If your right leg is straight, reach your heel away from you. 2 more. Bend the knee. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Straighten the leg. Now bend the knee as you inhale. Exhale, arms to a T or cactus out. Left knee goes to the left as you inhale. Exhale, left knee over towards the right. Inhale, knee over to the left. Exhale, over to the right. One more time, inhale to the left. Exhale, over to the right, and this time you'll hold there. So you can reach the left hand away from you or take the right hand into the left hip crease, or I think we did left hand on the other side. Use your left hand to push your left hip away from you to create a little bit of traction through the left side of your lower back. You might even feel that a little in the outer hip. 3 breaths. Come back up through center. Draw your right knee in to meet your left knee. Grab behind the thighs. Start to rock and roll a little bit forwards and backwards, using your momentum to eventually find a seated position. And if that doesn't work for you, you can roll over to one side and press yourself up. Cross the shins so the ankles are under the knees, or somewhat of a position like this. Take your hands to the fronts of your knees. And then lean forward, lift your chest up. Circle around to your left, and then start to round your back. Circle to the right and start to reach your chest forward, think arch. And then circle to the left, think round. Now with the breath, inhale, circle right and forward. Exhale, circle back and round. Inhale, right and forward. Exhale, left and back. One more, inhale, circle around. And then exhale, backwards. Now reverse the direction. Inhale to the left, circle forward. Exhale to the right, circle backwards. Circle forward, inhale. Circle backwards as you exhale. Forward, inhale. Backwards, exhale. 2 more. And then pause in the middle. Take your left hand over towards your right knee. Hold the outside of the knee. Inhale, stretch your right arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, think of backstroking your right hand to the floor behind you. Inhale, press the right hand down, lift your chest. And then exhale, twist, look past the right shoulder without the chin and shoulder meeting. So keep right shoulder blade drawn down. 3 breaths. Feel for pressing into both of your hips evenly. And then come back through center. Change the cross of your legs. Bring the hands to the front of the knees. Arch your chest forward. And then circle around to your right as you go backwards. Circle to your left and go forwards. Circle to your right and go backwards. With the breath now, inhale, come forward. Exhale, right and backwards. Inhale, left and forwards. Exhale, right and backwards. One more at your own pace. And we'll start to circle the other way. So circle to the right and inhale, chest forward. Exhale, circle to the left and round. Inhale, right, circle forward. Exhale, left, circle backwards. Inhale, right, circle forward. Exhale, left, circle backwards. 2 more. Last one. Find your center and bring your right hand to the outside of the left knee now. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky. And then exhale, backstroke the left hand to the floor behind you. Push into the palm and inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, twist to the left. Bring left side of your chin towards your shoulder without your shoulder rising up to meet it. 3 deep breaths. And while you're here, use your inhales to get taller and your exhales to twist deeper. Keep even pressure through your hips. Finish your next exhale and then come back through center. And we'll meet in a tabletop from here. So rise onto the hands and the knees. Shoulders over the wrists. Do a few rounds of cat and cow. Tuck your toes underneath. Inhale, arch your spine, reach the chest forward. Exhale, round your spine, tuck the chin, move the tailbone forward. Inhale, arch, chest forward, pull the upper arms back. Exhale, round chin into the chest, gaze to your navel. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round, cat pose. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Find neutral on your inhale. And then on your exhale, hover your right knee off the floor. Move the right knee in the direction of the right side of the room, and then straighten the leg so your right heel is down in line with your left knee. With a flat back, walk your hands back in through center. So you're standing, kneeling on the left shin. Inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. And then exhale, right hand down the right calf, gate pose. Think of spinning your chest open. Roll the left shoulder back, right shoulder comes just a touch forward. As you inhale, breathe into reaching your left hand up out of your left hip. And as you exhale, maybe there's just a little bit more room to bend over your right leg. Last breath in. Last breath out. Come back up through center as you inhale. And then exhale, shift the hips back to bring your hands to the floor. Extend the right leg straight back. And then point your left toes back behind you, lower your right foot to the floor. Circle the right arm up and then reach it forward out in front of you for a side plank, modified. Make this less about really actively pushing the floor away, although that's good. And think about reaching the right hand forward and even it down a touch, so it feels like your right ribs can bow up towards the sky slightly. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. Lower the right hand down to the floor. Readjust and inhale, lift your right foot up off the mat. Then exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand so you're in a lizard pose. The left knee, walk it back, so tuck your left toes. Move the knee back a little bit here. If you can come up onto your fingertips, do that. Otherwise, stay on your hands. Inhale, think cow pose like we just did, arch the spine. Exhale, lift the left knee, straighten the right leg, think cat, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, cow, drop the left knee, reach the chest up. Exhale, think cat, chin into chest, maybe the right toes follow you back. Inhale, come forward. And then exhale, go backwards. Inhale, come forward. And this time set your left hand flat onto the floor, bring your right hand behind your head. Inhale, twist the right elbow up towards the sky. Exhale, lower your right elbow towards the floor, it doesn't have to touch. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, close off. Twist open. And close off. Twist open and extend the arm. Release your right hand down towards the floor. Swing your right leg back, knee underneath your hip. Walk your left knee in a little bit closer. Now inhale, twist your left arm up towards the sky. And exhale, thread it underneath, drop your left shoulder to the floor, drop your left ear down. And then from there, you can keep the right hand by your face. You can crawl it forward, or if you want to wrap it behind your back, go ahead and do that. Let's spend 5 breaths here. Soften into the back, left shoulder. Make sure that you're not holding tension in your neck. Breathe in deeply. And breathe out slowly. We'll reverse this right hand underneath your right shoulder. Inhale, counter stretch the left arm back up towards the sky. And then exhale back into a tabletop. Inhale, arch your spine, think cow. Exhale, round your spine, think cat. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more arch. One more round. And then find a neutral position as you inhale. Exhale, hover the left knee. Move it to the left and straighten the left leg. Get the heel in line with the knee. That doesn't have to be exact. Walk the hands back and come up to stand. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, side bend to your left. So your left hand comes onto your shin. Right arm reaches up and over. Try not to put a whole lot of weight in your left hand here. Spin the right shoulder back. Left shoulder comes slightly forward. Think tailbone moves down and forward a touch. As you inhale, the right hand gravitates up away from the hip. And as you exhale, maybe there's just a little bit more side bend. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Then inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, walk the hands forward, set them down onto the floor. Swing your left leg back, drop the heel down. You can spin your right toes back behind you a little bit so you don't have to worry about the balance. Circle the left arm up towards the sky and then reach it forward. Palm faces towards the floor. Push down through the pinky side of your left foot. Reach your fingers forward and let them arc down towards the floor. And then think of bowing your left ribs up towards the sky. You could even think that you want to bias the breath into the left ribs here, like they're going to get longer than the right ribs, even though that's not possible. Sometimes just the thought can create an energetic shift. One more inhale. One more exhale. Lower your left hand down, readjust the right leg if you need to. Inhale, lift the left foot up. And then exhale, step the left foot outside of your left hand. Tuck the right toes, lift the knee up and walk the knee back so it's behind your hips. If you can come onto fingertips, do that. If not, stay flat on your hands. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, lift the right knee, straight-ish the left leg and tuck your chin. Inhale, drop the right knee, reach the chest up. Exhale, lift the right knee, straighten left leg, maybe bring the toes back with you. One more, inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Come back through neutral as you inhale. And then if the right hand's not already flat, set it down now. Left hand behind your head. Inhale, twist the elbow open. Exhale, set left elbow down as close to the floor as you can. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, extend up and reach the arm. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Swing the left leg back. Walk the knees underneath your hips. This time it's right arm up on the inhale. And then exhale, Sukhi Randrasana. Thread, lower right shoulder, right ear to the floor. Make any adjustments that you need to. And breathe. 5 breaths. Relax the back of the right shoulder. Avoid pushing your head down into the floor, but instead let the head be held by the floor. And soften your breath. Let it enter deeply, softly. And let it exit slowly, easily. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Place your left hand down and use it to come up. Inhale, right hand towards the sky. And then exhale, lower your right hand down. Bring your big toes together, separate your knees wide. Send your hips back towards your heels. If you're a little bit more sensitive in your knees, you could always block yourself up here. And kind of place the block on a high enough setting that you have support. Walk the hands forward, and we'll take child's pose. Just a couple of breaths here. And let it be your choice. If you want to make it active, crawl the hands forward, let the elbows be lifted as you shoot the hips back. If you want to go more passive, just kind of hang out, let yourself be heavy. Either way, think of breathing into a very long lower back. Let the hips be a little heavier, let your head be a little heavier. Big belly breath in. And big belly breath out. And walk your hands in underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees together. Swing your legs around to one side. Cross your right shin in front of your left, just like we were a little bit earlier. You're more than welcome to stay here. You can grab onto your block, place it underneath the right foot for kind of like a modified fire log. Or if you're comfortable doing full fire log, right ankle is going to stack over your left knee. Take an inhale, use fingertips to prop you up. And stay there as you exhale or begin to hinge forward and fold forward over the legs. And the fold looks the same regardless of the position of the legs. And the ankle over the knee will be the most intense, while shins being crossed will be the least intense. You could also use your brop, that's block and prop combined. You could use your brop, trademark, underneath your head. We're to keep the right ankle straight and the foot flexed here. Everything else can be passive. Easy breaths in and out. Take 3 more. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Walk your hands in and use them to come up out of the posture. Take any little movements in between that feels good. I like to straighten the legs, shake the feet side to side just to release the hips. Then we'll switch so the right leg will be on bottom, the left shin will be in front. You have this cross-legged seat. Or if you want to go for a little bit more, cross the ankle over the knee. And you could find the halfway position by putting the block in front of the knee and doing this kind of supported fire log. It's a little bit more forgiving for the hips because now this bottom leg can move around. It's not trapped by the top leg. Use fingertips to prop you up. Big inhale. And you might stay here, just exhale, kind of hang your head, let weight start to shift forward. Or if you have more space, utilize it by going forward into your folds. Use support if you like it, or don't, just let everything hang down. Take really big belly breaths here. And this might have been helpful earlier, but even if these postures are challenging for you, try to breathe like they're not. Breathe like they're easy. So if someone were in the next room and they weren't watching you, if they were just listening to your breath, it would just sound like you were calmly breathing without really doing any kind of exercise. And that's not an easy thing to do, but it's worth committing to. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. And use your hands to come back up. Set your prop off to the side. Extend your legs forward. Make sure that there's some space behind you. Come to lie down on your back. And then you're going to grab onto your block. Place your feet on the floor. Lift your hips up. And the block's going to go underneath your hips either at the lowest or the second lowest setting. So the middle setting or the lowest setting. And then straighten your legs forward out in front of you. For this kind of like back bendy Savasana position or elevated bridge with the legs extended. Have your arms out to the sides. If you want a little bit more, you can extend the arms overhead. And of course, if this is just a little bit too much for you, you could always sub this out with a little blanket underneath your hips, or even just laying flat on the floor if that's comfortable for you. But let's sit here and marinate for about a minute. Soften your eyelids. Relax the back of your throat. Big belly breaths now. Inhales are filling, expanding, opening. Exhales are softening, emptying, releasing. Go even deeper in now. Last couple of moments here. Let's release the pose. Start to get heavy in your left heel and just kind of glide your right foot back in. Get heavy in your right heel, glide your left foot in. Think of moving your tailbone towards your heels. Very gently lift your hips up off the block and set it off to the side. Take a windshield wiper. Once you're centered, lift the hips just an inch off the floor. Shift them over to the right, and then drop the knees over to the left. Open the arms up. Take 3 deep breaths here in a spinal twist. Bring the knees up one at a time. Place the feet flat, shift your hips over to the left side of your mat, and then let the knees go over to the right side of the mat. 3 deep breaths here. Then draw the knees back into the chest. And you can make a decision here if you want to bring the legs in, give them a hug. You can do that. If you want to get a head start on Savasana, go ahead and do that instead. But either way, in the next 3 to 5 breaths, begin to extend your legs forward out in front of you. Take up as much space as you'd like. Bring your hands to release down by your sides, and this is corpse pose. If you're more comfortable placing your arms and legs a different way, please do that. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And open mouth, exhale. 2 more like that. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. One more on your own. Now let yourself just kind of heavy down into the floor. Backs of the hands release. Forearms release. Upper arms release. Shoulders. Heels, calves, thighs, hips release. Your torso heavy, your head heavy, your face relaxed. Feel like a puddle melting down into the floor. And let the breath be natural. Anytime something tries to grab your attention, kindly guide yourself back to the sensation of breath moving in and back out. Please take a few moments for yourself here to rest, to recuperate, before you navigate your way through the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this practice. I hope this practice helped you in some way. And until next time, namaste.